Hello, good evening, ladies. I'm your host, Clip, the host of Cleveland Sports. We're coming to you live right here, Lisa Virginia Lounge County here. Today, ladies, I'll give you guys the reasons why the Lakers brought back Russell Westbrook, why they brought him home, by the way. Reasons why they brought him home. I'll give specific reasons for that for sure. I'll tell you about the fact that Haley Hernandez advanced to the semis and used women's 3-meter springboard. Derek Favors got himself traded to the Thunder. Red Sox, they get Kyle Schwarber from the Nats. U.S. Women's Soccer, they advanced, by the way, after they took out the Netherlands in penalty kicks. And he's Russell Westbrook's all smiles. I'll get you guys to the fact that also of last night's NBA Draft, by the way. I'll get you guys into the fact that Tyreek Hill challenged Usain Bolt to a race. I'll tell you guys about the fact that Sunny Lee, who won gold at U.S. Women's Gymnastics, she has 1 mil plus IG followers, by the way. She eclipses 1 mil IG followers, by the way. She's going to rack up millions of dollars, by the way. Ziaire Baez is going to be going to the Mets, and Trevor Williams will. Novak Djokovic loses in Tokyo Olympics, by the way, in tennis, by the way. Cal Benjamin released over his weight. U.S. Women's b-ball defeats Japan 86-69, and that's all. And that's going to release Sterling Castro over an instant, by the way. That's seen on there. So, and Chris Bryant's going to the Giants as well. So, and Judge is going to destroy, Robert Kraft, the trafficking footage that was not shown on that note. So that's all there's going to say there, everybody. So first things first, I'm going to start things off with the reasons why the Lakers got Russell Westbrook home. Why the Lakers brought Russ Westbrook home. One reason is he's going to have a lot more success. I believe he's going to be, showing out like he always does. He's triple-double king. Reason number two, he wants to be with a championship title team because let's be honest here, Russell Westbrook is in fact, he's a former MVP. We all know him as a triple-double king. We all know him as, one of the prolific all-stars in history, which he is. But now he's working out, shirtless workout, and he's doing this. He's going to do just that. He's going to get standing ovation. That's good. Also, number three, wants to make good on his behalf. That's the Lakers having the hometown hero, Russell Westbrook, get to the playoffs, making him highest score player in history, making him, make sure that he avoids the injuries and doesn't miss out on the finals, by the way. 4, intensely back in the NBA title picture. Because let's be clear for a minute, Russell Westbrook only made one title appearance when he was with the Thunder, when they were facing the Heat, when Ken LeBron James, D. Wade, Chris Bosh were there. King James, D. Wade, Chris Bosh, they took out the Thunder when Russell Westbrook and James Harden and KD were there. That was a couple years ago. I remember that one. And also, last but not least, wants to be hometown champ, nor hometown finals MVP. This makes perfect sense, guys, because let's be honest here. Russell Westbrook has not even got a brass ring. But in his home turf, he'll do so. If there's one person, because Russell Westbrook is one of the many all-stars that has not held into a brass ring, and now that he's gotten where he's at, now that he's back home, he may do so. Not just get a brass ring, but be a hometown champ. No, become a hometown finals MVP. You got to understand, guys, Russell Westbrook's gotten pretty far. He's having a feel-good moment right now. He's all smiles for sure. He's going to get the red carpet treatment, bright lights. He's going to get this, going to get that, hometown ovation. When he gets the Lakers jersey, fans can be chanting him on. But at the end of the day, Russell Westbrook, if you want to make good on your behalf, if you want to at least, try to do better, if you want to at least have more success with the Lakers, you got to show up and show out. You got to score more points. You can't be struggling, and you got to avoid the injuries. That's what you got to do right there. And you're a bit of a roadblock preventing CB3 from getting back to a second title appearance, and you're that roadblock, Russell Westbrook. And I'll tell you this, Russell Westbrook, you've got to where you're at. You got back home, but are you going to be the hometown champ? and you also may be doing this for your bro of yours, late great Nipsey, and for late great Kobe. God rest their souls. On that note, and you may do this for you're not just that, not just for Magic Johnson. You may do this for King LeBron James, 83, Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss. You may do this for your teammates, for sure, because because they're gonna look at you right now. They're gonna say, "This is it. We've waited this for months now." Because Russell Westbrook, you're the third man, and I would say this right now, Russell Westbrook, you have what it takes to be the Harvard champion, but do you have it in you? Laker Nation and Lakers would tell you to your face, are you going to be the hometown hero to a hometown champ? Are you going to be the hometown champ? And if you're the hometown champ, how many times are you going to pursue? Russ, it doesn't matter how many times you're going to pursue, but as long as you get those titles, you're going to do just that. Because he's in there with the ranks of King LeBron James, late great Kobe, God rest his soul, Shaq, Will Still Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Earl Pearl Monroe, Magic, and it's just amazing to see that Russell Westbrook is going to have his name etched in the history books, which he has. Russell Westbrook may be the homecoming king, but he's having a shirtless workout right now, and all the stars from Kevin Hart to Ice Cube, Snoop Dizzle, to Drizzy Drake, I guess, to Jay-Z, Beyonce, to Matt Damon, and all the other stars out there, they're gonna pay tickets to see you put on sugars. They're gonna pay tickets to see you be the hometown champ that you say you are. Russell, I know you are confident of doing so, but are you gonna make that vow? And when that value is coming to fruition, you may do so on that. You may make it on Vanessa Bryant's behalf. That's good. But at the end of the day, when the stack is dead against you, when the cards are set against you, you're destined for it. You were waiting a long time for this. It's been a long time for you, Russell Westbrook. You can say what you want, but at the end of the day, Russell Westbrook, you will exactly do what you must. You will indeed, you're still the GOAT. We all know this, but you're the home because right now you're not just playing a GOAT. You're a hometown GOAT now. Hometown GOAT. That's what you are. And now you're going to be the hometown champ. That's the only thing that's looted in your life. There's been a day, Lily, when you said, I want to, make good on late great Kobe Bryant. I want to make good on my late Nipsey Hussle's behalf. God rest their souls again. I want to make good on Magic's, King LeBron James, AD's, Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss, Magic Johnson, all those guys, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all those guys, all Laker legends out there. So I'll tell you this, Russell Westbrook, if you can do so on that, you have a taste to be the Harvard champion, and a hometown champ, if you will, or no, let alone be a hometown finals MVP. If you can do so, are you going to stay alive? Are you going to do so, everybody? Lakers fans and Lakers organization, Laker Nation would tell you that you have what it takes. You're confident that you're going to walk as a hometown champ. That could happen in 2022, which it may. And Russell Westbrook, sky's the limit for you. This is what you've been waiting for. Your wish was granted already. But at the end of the day, Russell Westbrook, you're gonna show up and show out. And by the time that happens, you're ready. Because Lakers, here's why. Lakers are confident that you have what it takes to be a hometown champ. They're confident that you are the standard bearer. They're confident that you are gonna do what's necessary. They're confident they're gonna get you the hometown brass ring. That's something that you haven't had on to at all. You're one of the only player in place that hasn't had that since. Because Russell Westbrook, you better wake up. Because Russell Westbrook, at the end of the day, when you get your game face on, you better pray that you stay alive. You better pray that you don't struggle. You better pray that you make good on late great Kobe and Gigi's and even Nipsey Hussle's behalf. God rest their souls. You better pray that you make an investment Bryant Smith. You better pray that you make a Laker Nation Smith. You better pray that you, Russell Westbrook, are going to do what you have to do. You better pray that you make a look at LeBron James, 83s, Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss, Magic's, on their behalf. That's what we got to do. So, Russ, it's all eyes on you now. Not LeBron James, not 83, not Dennis Schroeder, none. All eyes on you, Russell Willie. You're the hometown hero. And you may be the hometown champ if you can do so on that. So Russell Westbrook, congrats. You just said they picked you for those precarious reasons. They chose you because if you get to your second NBA title game, you've earned it. You're not gonna politic. You're not gonna beg. You're not gonna plead. Earned it. You simply would earn that, and you will walk out as a hometown champ. So how many hometown titles can you get, Russell Westbrook? How many? Well, Russ, you better make good because this is the moment you've been waiting for your illustrious life. That's that. So I know for sure that Russell Westbrook is going to do what he can. I know for a fact that Russell Westbrook is going to stay alive, be proactive, avoid the injuries, and not struggle. And even though he didn't have a lot of success with the Thunder, with the Rockets, with the Wiz, didn't get him anywhere. Lakers are going to get him back. He's the championship caliber team. Russell Westbrook, you may be in your home turf, but you're in their championship caliber team that's going to get you back to a title picture. That's going to make you a hometown champ and even a hometown Finals MVP. So Russ, you're back in the Wild Wild West now. The Wild Wild West is on notice. And Russell Westbrook, you better pray you make good. Richard, you better hope your prayers are answered, Russell Westbrook, because by the end of the day, when it's said and done, I assure you that you are going to be the cream of the crop. I assure you that your name will be etched in the history books forever. I assure you right now. That's a big guarantee. When time is right, this is it. So Russ, keep doing what you do. I'm proud for that, Russell Westbrook. I'm proud of you, Russell Westbrook. I know you can do this. Don't let the fans down. Don't let the viewers, subscribers down, because I know they're excited about that. But when you say those things on national TV, you're going to admit it. You're there to stay, Russell Westbrook. You're there to stay. Because when it's said and done, well, Russell Westbrook, you're going to play your part in that. You're going to play your part. That's what you're going to do. If you're the hometown champ 2022, it's going to be your era of you coming to your home turf as a hometown hero to a hometown champ. If that happens, you'll be surprised. And the fans are gonna be, getting the autographs. They're gonna be chanting you all they want. That's all there is to get to say on that. But you're gonna have a good season ahead of you. You're gonna have a lot more success than you did years ago. That's all there is for that. With Lakers, with the Lake Show, with Laker Nation, with you in your home turf, yes indeed. Russ, congrats on that. All right, moving on to the fact that let's say Sunny Lee, she has eclipsed 1 million IG followers. Ranked millions of dollars, so big congrats on that. She won gold, U.S. gold for women's gymnastics, by the way. Big congrats on that all around. Also, U.S. defeats Israel in baseball 8-1. U.S. women's soccer, they defeated the Netherlands in penalty kicks, by the way. Also, U.S. women's b-ball, they defeated Japan 86-69. In other news, Calvin Benjamin was released over his weight, so really that's not looking good. That's ridiculous. Also, Chris Bryant, he goes to the Giants. He goes to the San Fran Giants. They went for him on that, and that's all there's need to know on that, everybody. Also, this judge agrees to destroy Robert Kraft trafficking footage. By the way, after he was dropped the charges from those two misdemeanor charges of him soliciting others to commit solicitation, and he solicited prostitutes different occasions. So those charges were dropped. Now the footage is going to be destroyed on that. That's all there's you got to know on that, everybody. Also, Jose Barrios, he's going to be going to the Blue Jays. The Twins, they get numerous prospects on that note. That's all there's you know on that. Also, another news, Tyreek Hill challenged Usain Bolt to a race. That's all there is you need to know on that, everybody. Also, Javier Baez is going to go to the Mets, and Trevor Williams is going there as well. That's all you know on that. Also, some other news, by the way, that Haley Hernandez advances to semis in U.S. Women's 3-meter springboard during diving Tokyo Olympics. Big wrestler on that. Also, the fact that Derek Favors is going to be heading to the Thunder, and a future #1 pick as well for their future second-round pick. Big wrestler on that. Also, another news that Red Sox, they get Kyle Schwarber from the Nats. On that note, so that's all there's you need to know on that, everybody. That's all there is to it. You need to know. Also, we're going to get into the NBA Draft Rounds 1 and 2. So, Cade Cunningham's #1 draft pick to the Pistons. We all know it's going to happen. Jalen Green to the Rockets. Evan Mobley to the Cavs. Scottie Barnes to the Raptors. Jalen Suggs to the Magic. Josh Giddey to the Thunder. Jonathan Jonathan Kumingh to the Puny Warriors from the Wolves. Franz Wagner to the Magic from the Bulls. David Mitchell to the Kings. Ziaire Williams to the Pels. James Buuknight to the Hornets. Joshua Primo to the Spurs. Chris Duarte to the Pacers. Moses Moody to the Puny Warriors. Corey Kispert to the Wiz. Alperen Sengun to the Thunder from the Celtics. Trey Murphy III to the Grizz. Trey Mans to the Thunder from the Heat. Kai Jones to the Knicks. Good big move there. You got Jalen Johnson to the Hawks. Keon Johnson to the Knicks from the Mavs. Isaiah Jackson to the Lakers. Usman Garuba to the Rockets from the Blazers. Josh Christopher to the Rockets from the Bucks. Quentin Grimes to the Clips. Nashawn Highland to the Nuggets. Cameron Thomas to the Nets. Jaden Springer to the Sixers. Dayron Sharp to the Suns. Santi Dama to the Jazz. Isaiah Todd to the Bucks and the Rockets. Jeremiah Robinson Earl to the Knicks from the Pistons. Jason Preston to the Magic. You got Roque Jobaitis to the Thunder. Herbert Jones to the Pels. From the Thunder, that is Mike to the Pels. Mike McBride to the Thunder from the Puny Warriors. JJ Thor to the Pistons. Ayo Desunmo Desamuto to the Bulls. Nima Queta to the Kings. Jared Batter to the Pels. Joe Wishcame to the Spurs. Isaiah Livers to the Pistons. From Hornets, Greg Brown to the Pels and the Wiz. Kaiser Edwards to the Nets and the Pacers. Juwan Bigurin to the Celtics. Delaro Bontanto to the Raptors, by the way, to the Grizz from the Grizz. David Johnson to the Raptors and the Puny Warriors. Sharif Cooper to Hawks from the Heat. Marcus Zagrowski to the Nets from the Hawks. Philip Priscado to the Sixers from the Knicks. Brandon Boston to the Grizz from the Blazers. Luka Garza to the Pistons from the Lakers. Charles Bussey to the Sixers on that note from the Mavs. Cigar McMushy to the Pacers. Aaron Wiggins to the Thunder from the Nuggets. Scottie Lewis to the Nets Heat from the Clips. Bison Caprica to the Rockets from the Nets. Jericho Sims to the Celtics brother from the Sixers. Raekwon Gray to the Nets from the Suns, and Georgius Kaladzanski to the Pacers from the Jazz. So those are rounds 1 and 2 from last night's NBA draft. That's everything you need to know on that, everybody. So that's all there's to you to know on that note right there. So also, everybody, I want to wish everybody Athena. She has appeared. She has come back, and she has appeared for King of Fighters 15 trailer. By the way, she is in Team Superheroines with Mai Shirani and Yuri Sagasaki, Team Superheroines. So that's all there's you gotta know on that. And also, there's a cinematic teaser trailer for cutscenes for King of Fighters 15 from China Joy. Check that out, guys. That's all you know on that. Also, guys, I wish happy. Sorry, guys, that Nats are going to release Starlin Castro after being given a 30 game suspension, and it's going to be without pay and fined unschooled amount for violating the MLB's domestic abuse, sexual assault, and child abuse policy on that note. So his career is going to be definitely over on that note. That's all you need to know on that. Also, everybody, I wish happy birthdays to the Terminator, the Governator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lawrence Fishburne, Lisa Kudrow, Vivica A. Fox, Christopher Nolan, Christine Taylor, Hilary Swank, Jimmy Presley, Gina Rodriguez, Joey King. You got Terry Crews, Missy May Trainer, Hope Solo, Bud Selig, King Lil G, April Roby, Yvonne Stranovsky, Laura Jean Marshall, And that's all there is. And that's all the birthday wishes. Somebody birthday wishes shall tweet about. That's all you can do. And that's all I got to say, buddy. And also the fact that Dakota Kai turned on Raquel Gonzalez, by the way. First it was Tegan Knox at War Games. Now it's Raquel Gonzalez. And she will be facing... and Raquel Gonzalez is going to defend her NXT Women's title against Dakota Kai at TakeOver 36, by the way. That's all there's you to know in there, buddy. So that's all there's to it. For the NXT Women's title, that's all you got to know in there, buddy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will do right there for the Clothes Sports Board. Like, subscribe to the Clothes Sports Board YouTube channel, Facebook page by any and all means necessary. Be sure to send me comments to your thoughts on the reasons why Lakers got Russell Westbrook in the first place, why they brought it back home. Thoughts about that. You think it's going to be a hometown champ, by the way? You think he's going to make good on his behalf by doing so on that? And you think that he's going to have a lot of success? And you also think that he's going to make good on his behalf for late great Nipsey and late great Kobe, God rest his souls, and for King LeBron James, and for AD and Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, and all the celebs out there, and Kevin Hart as well, and Snoop Dizzle, Ice Cube, Matt Damon, McConaughey, and also all the other celebs out there. So your thoughts about that? You think Russell Westbrook is going to be the hometown champion, hometown finals MVP? Let me know in the comments about that. I will be more than happy to address response for sure, but that's all you need to know. So yes, they got King LeBron James 83 and Russell Westbrook, the Three Musketeers, which they are, by the way. That's all you got to know on that, everybody. Also, what thoughts on Tyreek Hill challenging Usain Bolt to a race? Let me know in the comments about that. I'll just want to share. But what are your thoughts on Sonny Lee eclipsing 1 mil IG followers, ranking millions of dollars? What are your thoughts about that? Just want to share. But after she won a U.S. Women's Gold and a U.S. Women's Gymnastics at Tokyo list, thoughts about that. Just want to share, buddy. We also won U.S. Women's B-Ball defeating Japan 669. Thoughts about that? I'll just want to share. What do you think of Kelvin Benjamin released after over his weight, by the way? And that's just plain ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Not so. Also, we thoughts on the Jose Barrios going to the Blue Jays and Twins getting numerous prospects. Thoughts about that? Just want to share, buddy. Does Chris Bryant going to the Giants? By the way, thoughts about that? Just want to share. That's all that you got to know on that. Also, Novak Djokovic lost in Tokyo list, by the way, in the match, so not looking good there for him. That's not looking good there. Awful news there. Also, senior brothers Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator, Lawrence Fishburne, and Lisa Kudrow, Vivica A. Fox, Christopher Nolan, Christine Taylor, Jamie Presley, Hilary Swank, Gina Rodriguez, Joey King, Terry Crews, Mr. May Trainer, Hope Solo, Bud Selig, King Lil G, April Roby, Yvonne Shravanovsky, and Laura Jean Marshall. Somebody brother wish I sweet, but those can do that. That's all you need to know on that. Also, everybody, what thoughts on the Cade Cunningham going #1 in the NBA Draft? I'll tell you that he's a future MVP. I'll tell you about that. He got the Pistons, get some wins. That's what that. I'll just want to share. That's all you got to know on that, and that's all there's to you to know. And also, Derek, what do you think their favorites going to the Thunder, by the way? That's what that. I'll just want to share. That's all you got to know on that. And I'll be for breaking news. Times everything's one so to hold on with the close sports, whatever things for later. And there's again, all I got. So everybody take care of you guys. You guys have a good evening. Please be safe with that. Bye bye.